Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations and one of the Managing Directors for BNI Arizona. And every single week, I come to you with a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So please, right after you're done here, log right into the BNI Connect app and log your chapter education unit. So this video, in essence, counts for 1 hour of time. So make sure to log it. It's super important. But happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you all for joining me in this week's edition. I wanted to give you guys some amazing updates of what's coming down the pipeline for BNI Arizona. One of the things, we have a lot of stuff coming up in April. Super exciting. So in April starts Member Extravaganza, which is always fun. It's our membership drive that we have every single year. And so BNI Corporate, they had a video that was launching this Monday with all of the details. So I'm just waiting for it to be uploaded to Business Builder so that way I can deliver all of the fun details to all of you. So stay tuned. I will be sending that out as soon as they post the information in Business Builder. But we will have amazing raffle prizes. So Member Extravaganza starts in the beginning of April and goes until the end of May. So if a member sponsors a new member into a chapter, they will get entered into the $250 cash raffle prize. If they sponsor 2 new members into BNI, now this can be their chapter or another chapter. If they sponsor 2, then their name gets put into the $500 cash raffle. And if they sponsor 3 new members into BNI, your name will get put into the $1,000 cash raffle. Now, anything above the 3 will get their name an additional time in that $1,000 cash raffle. Super exciting. Super exciting. But in order for those people to count, the application has to be dated within that Member Extravaganza window. It's super, super important, guys. The applications are electronic, so as soon as that person submits an application, whatever that date is, has to be within that Member Extravaganza window. So it's super important. Timing is everything when it comes to Member Extravaganza. I know a lot of chapters are scheduling their open business days for during that extravaganza window. Please make sure that your open business days are on the BNI Arizona calendar. Now, one of the things that I will also be doing is I'm going to be adding those open business days to my Alignable account. So that way it helps promote all of your events. So make sure that I have them on the BNI Arizona calendar because I'm going to pull the information from that calendar and put it on my Alignable account under all of the events. So that way any business professional that visits my page will be able to see all of your open business days coming up. So to get it added to the calendar, if you go to bniarizona.com, click on the calendar link, there is a link at the top of the page that if you don't see your event listed on the calendar, all you have to do is submit that form and it automatically emails me the information to then add it to the BNI Arizona calendar. So as the leadership teams and the growth teams are coordinating all of the upcoming events, make sure to connect with Carolyn and I or Nate on if you guys are looking to have a feature presenter present at your open business days. We have over 50 different directors on our team that are able and willing and super excited to present at your upcoming events. So just let us know. Carolyn and I coordinate all of that. So you don't have to worry about reaching out to a director. We do all of that for you. So make sure to reach out to us on the form on the BNI Arizona calendar. It will ask if you would like help scheduling a feature presenter for your day. So if you do, just select yes, and we'll take care of the rest. So that's the first thing that's coming up is Member Extravaganza and all of the amazing open business days. I definitely want to leverage the Alignable piece to promote all of your events. So make sure that we have it on the calendar, and I will make sure to transition it over onto that platform. All right, next thing is we have an incredible program coming up that we are incorporating So as you may know, so the leadership teams and the mentor coordinators, we incorporated a really awesome new mentor program this year. It's a 4-week program. Now, one of the things that we've been finding is some chapters are just going bananas and are having an amazing time with the mentor program because they have multiple mentors, and it's just running on all cylinders. So this upcoming piece that we're adding in, you don't have to send members to this if your mentor program is going on all cylinders, but if you have an amazing mentor program, but if you guys are getting bogged down, especially if you have seasoned members, I don't like to call you guys old members, but seasoned members, if you have seasoned members in your chapter, this will be a great opportunity to send those members over to this new program. So our mentor program, it's 4 weeks. So in April, starting in April, we are going to be hosting a weekly mentor event. It's going to be an hour in length, so not super long. But every single week we'll have a mentor event. So week 1 of our mentor program will be week 1 of the month. Week 2 of the program is going to be week 2 of the month. We're finalizing the details on day and time, but it will be on Zoom, so that way any of our chapters can just pop into one of those weeks. But the whole intention of this is for the chapters that might not have a great mentor program or don't have enough members to have an effective mentor program. This is going to be a great supplement for everybody. So what you'll be able to do is, as you gain new members into your chapter, you can in essence send those members to this mentor program to learn all of the details in the 4-week program, and it'll rotate every single month. So starting in April and every month moving forward, the first week of the month will be week 1 of the mentor program, week 2 is week 2, and so on and so forth. So we're really excited about this. We'll have some of our amazing directors leading those mentor meetings. So you'll be able to learn from some amazing people. Now, with those different weeks of the mentor program, what I will be doing is, in the details on the event, in the event calendar, I will be adding in the topics for each of those weeks, because those weeks will be consistent. So week 1 will always be the same information. Week 2 will always be the same information. Week 3 and week 4, it'll always be the same information from week to week. So each of those weeks, I'll have all of the details laid out and what is going to be covered in that specific week. So if you're a seasoned member or have been with BNI for a little while and you've gone through the mentor program, you've gone through member success program training, but maybe you need a refresher on some of the topics that's available in one of those weeks, you can just pop in to one of those weeks. You don't have to attend all 4 weeks, but all 4 weeks are available if someone would like to learn some more information, brush up on some amazing topics. So there'll be a lot of great information. So this is coming out next month. I can't believe that it's already March 1st right now. So in April, we'll be rolling that out. I'll send an email out to all members, guys. So I'll send it out to everybody with all of the details, so that way everyone knows what's going on. So that is coming up in April. So not only Member Extravaganza, but our new mentor program at the same time, especially if your chapter gets bombarded, which is a good problem to have during Member Extravaganza with adding so many new members. You can then alleviate some of your mentor's time and send them over to the Zoom version of the mentor program as well. So it's going to be a great resource for every chapter around our region. And so we're really excited about that. So the last little thing that I wanted to mention today, guys, is lead versus referral. So we've been doing a lot of connecting through social media, and this question comes up a lot, and these comments come up a lot about, if I comment on a post tagging a member for a referral, does that count as a referral? You guys, so just tagging someone does not count as a referral to that member. If you are tagging someone online, the biggest thing that you want to make sure that you do is follow up with the person that you tagged the member's post on. because you want to make sure that they connected prior to submitting that information. A lot of members have been sending me information saying, hey, so-and-so sent me this referral, but it just says they tagged me in a Facebook post, or they sent my information over to someone, but they have no idea if they're going to contact them, or they didn't have their contact information and they just sent over their own information as the contact information saying, hey, let me know when this person contacts you. You guys, that's not a referral. Not a referral. So we want to make sure to warm up that introduction. We want to ensure that the person is it doesn't mean that they're ready to buy today. So when you send a referral, it doesn't mean that it has to equal closed business. But what it does mean is that they're either interested in learning more or ready to buy today. So it can be a guaranteed sale, but they have to be interested in the service, and you need their contact information if you're sending that information over to that member. Now, if you're in a legal profession or a financial profession and you're not allowed to send the contact, or a healthcare professional, if you're not allowed to send the contact details of your specific customer or client over to that member for them to connect with them, make sure to put in the details, contact me for their contact information because they want to connect with you. So there's a difference in tagging someone in a social media post and submitting that as a referral versus like when you're not allowed to submit their contact information. But we always want to warm up those introductions to really qualify those referrals, guys, because we don't want to send just a bunch of leads to each other where we can't follow up with that person or gain more information, because if it's just a tag on a post, there's not a way for that member to connect with that person. And if there's a ton of people also tagged on that post, how do you know that they're even going to connect? So I always, when I tag someone in a post, I will private message the person that did the post and letting them know, and I send them that member's information, say, hey, make sure to reach out to this person. They would be an amazing contact for you because blah, 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 blah. And when they reach out to me back and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much, I'm going to connect with them. And then I will follow up with that person, make sure they connected before I submit the referral. So we always want to make sure to do our due diligence. When you're tagging someone on social media, there is a little extra work to make sure to qualify it as a referral. So make sure that we're doing that, because when we're submitting that referral, best case scenario, we want to make sure that we know their name and their contact information so that way that member can follow back up with them. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But let's focus on sending more quality referrals versus leads, guys. But if you have any other questions about referrals versus leads, reach out to Carol and I. We are definitely happy to help. And there's a lot of this information in the Member Success Program training as well through BNI Business Builder. So if you haven't completed that or haven't checked it out in quite a while, there is some updated cool information in the Member Success Program training. So thank you guys again so much for watching today's edition of Wisdom Wednesday. And remember to record one chapter education unit for watching. Thank you so much, guys, and we will see you next week.